YouTube, Chick here with a review of the Power Ranger Super Megaforce. Yep, we're still here. 2015 Ranger Keys Wave 2. So this completes the entire set of Ranger Keys, sort of. I mean, it's complete in a sense of this is the last retail set that we are aware of. It's not complete in the set that we still have people missing, even though we absolutely shouldn't at this point, but that's not even for another day. This assortment features the Pack Bs for In Space, Time Force, Wild Force, Dino Thunder, Operation Overdrive, Jungle Fury, and Samurai. I did pick these up for $8.99 a piece at ToysRUs.com, and I have eventually found them at my local Toys R Us as well. So if you're in the market for these, check out ToysRUs.com, and whatever they don't have, I heard these two, In Space and Time Force, are the rarer ones of the bunch. Do check out your local Toys R Us because they are starting to pop up all around the US. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start with In Space and see what we got. Alright, so here's the In Space B pack featuring a translucent red, translucent blue, and yellow. Meaning we don't have pink. Why couldn't you be pink? No idea. Silver is existing. Silver is right here, actually. But silver was part of the 20 Ranger Key set, and that's the only way to get silver, so whatever. Now this set easily could have been a translucent silver, pink, and yellow, and it would have been perfect, but it wasn't. Here is the translucent red. I'm going to move those out of the way because of focus reasons. Here is the translucent red. I do like the translucent keys. I think they're nice looking, but the fact that we're getting these instead of ones that we actually need is what is kind of infuriating. If these were released through exclusive means or as a bonus or something, then that's great. And the toys, have the toys come with translucent keys to make them different. That's great. I do like the translucent keys a lot, but the fact that they're getting priority over things that we don't actually have yet is what absolutely gets me about how this line was handled. Here's translucent blue, which actually does look really nice. Again, I like the translucent keys. I just don't like what they're doing. And finally, someone new with In Space yellow. Yes, we don't have In Space pink, but it is nice that we actually did get at least one new key in this pack. Like I said, I understand the normal silver was exclusive to the 20 key pack, but there was no reason we couldn't have got a translucent silver because of reasons that will be later in this review with Jungle Fury. There was no reason we couldn't have had a translucent silver or something in this pack, so at least people who didn't get the 20 key pack would have a representation of some sort, but such is the life of Ranger Keys. And of course, these all do the same exact thing in the Morpher, so we're going to go ahead and use our new key, yellow. Never done that before. Okay, apparently my banners are dying, so let's go ahead and use the gold one. Now, every single key released here does it so no, I'm only doing it once. Now, Time Force Pack B is the other hard-to-get one of this set, apparently, but this features a translucent red, a translucent green, and pink, meaning we don't have yellow. Again, Quantum exists. Boom. Also part of the 20 key Ranger set thing from Toys R Us. But again, a translucent version of him instead of red or instead of green would have been swell. And have yellow included here. Bam! Time Force done. But we got this instead. Again, the translucent keys look really nice. Time Force in particular. I don't know why, it just kind of warrants to their design a bit. But, same QR code and everything as the normal release. You can pretend one is Alex and one is Wes. This one's Alex because he was supposed to be dead, so he's a ghost ranger. Yep. Here's translucent green. Dead Trip, I guess you could say. Obscure Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. reference, I guess. Finally, a new key in the Time Force pack with pink. One of the Morpher Madness winners, and rightfully so. Jen is a great character, so it's good to finally have her as a key. There's the QR code for all you QR codesters. Let's go ahead and bring in the Morpher. Again, all the Time Forcers are going to do the same sound.
Time Force.
Wild Force brings us a translucent black, yellow, and the Lunar Wolf, which is great. We're a white away from completing the Wild Force team, so again, if that could have been white, we would have been done. However, the translucent black Wild Force key is actually pretty cool, and we'll see it again in the Dino Thunder set next. But it's got this nice, sparkly black plastic. I guess they thought black translucent plastic was boring or something. So it's nice and glittery, so it's got a little bit of an edge compared to the other translucent keys. But again, the fact that it's taking the place of a key that we need is quite a bit frustrating. But at least this one ends up looking pretty cool. Here is Yellow Wild Force Ranger. Again, good to have a new key, and this one gives us 2 new keys. So that's arguably better than 1 new key. There's a QR code for that. Looks pretty nice overall. I dig it. And here is Lunar Wolf, my favorite of the set, despite the fact that Danny's got some fab outfit going on. I love the silver that they use for the American Ranger keys, and Lunar Wolf just looks really nice with the shiny silver compared to the more subdued blue. Just ends up looking really accurate and really nice. They did a good job on this one for sure. And on the inside is the QR code for Lunar Wolf. And as per normal, all the Wild Force Rangers will say the same thing. Dino Thunder gives us a translucent red, a translucent black, and white, which makes me happy because I really wanted a white key. Yellow is in existence. Again, bam. Part of the 20 key exclusive set. So we actually do have the full Dino Thunder crew. So I can't really fault this set any. But it would have been really cool to get a Triassic Ranger key, since they never actually did that in Japan because it was a form. But it would have been really cool to see as a sort of US exclusive. But here is the translucent red. Nothing too crazy, but it does look pretty cool. Black is also using that glitterly plastic that Wild Force Black is using, which looks really nice and warrants itself well to the way that Dino Thunder Black is designed. So I really dig it. White's my favorite of the bunch because it's new, and I love that suit, but regardless, this is a very cool key nonetheless. And finally, an all-new key with the Drago Ranger, Dino Thunder White. One of my favorite suits from Power Rangers history. I just really like it, and it makes a pretty, kind of plain-looking, but nice-looking Ranger key for sure. Here is QR code. And as our Dino Thunder demonstrator. Dino Thunder. So Overdrive is another decent set with translucent red, yellow, and silver, a pink away from completing the set, which is definitely very unfortunate. It makes me kind of hate him, but a pretty decent set nonetheless. Here's translucent red. Again, a little disappointing that he took the place of pink. But as stated earlier in the video, I do like the translucent keys. And here is yellow, a completely new key, which is always nice to see. I am a poet, and I certainly knew it. Blew that one. Here is the QR code for yellow. Nice little key. And the star of the set is definitely Mercury Ranger. Again, the silver is just absolutely beautiful on these US keys, and Mercury is no exception whatsoever. Just looks really nice in key form. I think he had shoulder pads that would have looked pretty nice represented in some form on this key, since he doesn't here. But other than that, it definitely has a nice sheen to it that looks pretty cool. Here is the QR code. Here's where things get really interesting with the Jungle Fury B key set. We got a translucent yellow, which is pretty cool, getting another girl key, and a translucent one nonetheless, so it's interesting that they chose to duplicate her instead of red, so that's cool. A translucent Wolf Ranger, which was completely out of left field, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. And the Rhino Ranger, completing our Jungle Fury team, sort of. Here's translucent yellow, and like I said, it's cool to have a translucent yellow key since, if I remember correctly, there weren't any before her. So it was cool to get a translucent girl. Oh, Wolf Ranger, where do I start? So if most of you have seen my Power Morphicon key set video, know that it included a Wolf Ranger key. And at the time, it was the only way to get it because we did not know about the additional Jungle Fury set, or rather we didn't know what was going to be in it. And this one has a nice metallic finish to it. This one is translucent, meaning we don't actually have a normal representation of Wolf Ranger. You either have a metallic one that says Power Morphicon in the Morpher, or a translucent one that says Jungle Fury in the Morpher. So I guess this one's a little bit better for your representation, but it's still kind of weird that we don't have a normal version. They could have easily packed a normal version in here and made a ton of people happy, but now our collection's kind of in limbo. It's like, does this count? Does this count? What do we use? I don't know. But it is definitely cool that we get a Wolf Ranger through normal retail, even if it is translucent. And it is definitely purple. It's coming across very blue on my camera, and I apologize for that. But it is most certainly purple in person. Here is the QR code, which should be the same as the Morphicon one, but the key portion down here will definitely be different. And here is Rhino Ranger, completing our Jungle Fury team, like I said, sort of, depending on where you stand with the Wolf Ranger fiasco. But very cool looking key. I do love his design. I apparently have a liking to White Ranger suits, but certainly really cool. And here is his QR code. And just because I figured people would rather me use that one, here is Wolf Ranger. And finally, we round off the collection with the Samurai B set featuring translucent red, pink, and gold, meaning we do not have yellow. We also don't have Lorne, and normally I wouldn't really care a whole lot. Lorne basically is just a female Red Ranger. If a female used the Red Ranger key, they would become the Red Ranger with a skirt, which is exactly what Lorne was. So I don't really have a problem with Lorne not having a key. Just based on the fact that the keys are a representation of powers rather than people. But when there is a picture of the female Red Ranger in the key database on the scanner app, you start questioning why this guy even exists. And additionally, not even counting that, we didn't have a yellow. So we still don't have a full team for Samurai either. So this is kind of just a mess double time. Even so, here is the clear Samurai Red Ranger key. Or at least most of it, because he actually has black pants, so he's a little less clear than all of the other ones. But here you go. QR code should be the same. It's not going to give you Lorne magically or anything like that. And here is pink, a new key for the set. Very nice. They do a pretty good job on all of these Samurai Ranger keys in terms of the helmets. Getting the white border pretty perfect on most of them. And just looking pretty solid. So I have to give them props for some pretty good head sculpts on these Samurai Ranger keys. There's a QR code. And finally, Mr. Gold Power himself, Antonio, the Gold Samurai Ranger. Very beautiful key for a lot of the same reasons that I liked Lunar Wolf a lot. The blue just works and looks really well with the gold metallic paint, and this is probably one of my favorite US keys released, just based on looks. They completely nailed this one, in my opinion. And here we go with the QR code and the morph. Alright, so let's hop right into the scanner app. If you don't want to see any of this functionality, go ahead and click the annotation right down here. Just skip to the end of the review. So let's go ahead and get started.
It's morphin' time! In space, yellow! Time Force, Operation Overdrive. Yellow. Operation Overdrive. Jungle Fury. Samurai. Pink. Samurai. Gold.
So overall, unlike the last set of Ranger keys, there aren't any must-buys in this set. If you've been collecting all of the keys up till now, then obviously you're going to want to get all of these to complete your collection fully, translucents and all. But if you're just gunning after certain seasons, your mileage may vary on how much you like translucent keys, really, since there's a lot of them in these 7 packs. I'm glad that we rounded out a couple teams. In this one alone, we only got Dino Thunder, but in terms of the entire scale of key collections, we do have some teams, which is better than nothing. But given how they only had to replace the translucent keys with 1 character, or some of the translucent keys with 2 characters when there was 2 translucent keys, to complete the set, it would have been perfect. There is no reason why, given as much as they put out with these Ranger keys, that Bandai America could not complete the collection. There is no excuse whatsoever. I could understand not getting certain characters, like I'm surprised we got Wolf Warrior and such like, but to not be able to get all the yellows and pinks out with these additional sets is definitely a letdown. I didn't care a whole lot before, because I knew space was limited, but after these 2 waves of Toys R Us exclusive sets, there was really no reason they couldn't have finished, and it is really disappointing that they didn't. But in terms of the actual key quality, it's still pretty top-notch. I've always thought they did a pretty good job on the Bandai America Ranger keys. So if you like any of these Rangers a lot, or like these teams, it's definitely worth taking a look at the set. But as a line in general, it's still really disappointing that they weren't able to finish. And I'm still holding on hope on some sort of exclusive set to finish the Rangers. There aren't that many left. Bandai just finish them out. So thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.